Hi everyone, this is Mr. Fusion Designs and welcome to our channel. We have a build from the Iron Man. This was from Fanhome. I believe this is not available at this time of recording, but who knows in the future. This is pack 22 from issue 83 to 86. So let's take a look at our magazine. Okay, so you got a bit of bending to do. Okay, looks interesting. Something a bit different. So that's great. So let's take a look what we need to do. So this is our pack. Let's just open that up. We have some screws here, and it is, let's just take a look, SP. So we're gonna need this grill just to remove these parts. So this is our grill. Could see here, you could see the lines where it needs to be folded. So this way I have one of these flat nose pliers just to make it maybe slightly easier. So just here and slowly just bend up. You don't really need these. Pretty sure you could do this without them over the tweezer. Just I have them on hand and might as well use it. So just slowly getting it to the angle where it needs to be bent. I think a little bit more. So that's how that's bent. Can do some adjustments after. So that's how that's looking at the moment. Now we have this part following this one, so you can see. Let's just get this a bit closer. So this just needs to fit on top, just like that, and just push that and line it up. So that seems to be lined up. Now flip this over in this angle, just like that. And with the part we just done, flip it over again. And that should just fit over these two edges, which it needs to be a bit more tighter on the sides. So you could bend it slightly. And just like that. So that's looking like that. So this part we need to just fit over what we just done. So slowly get this lined up. So it's going to take a bit of adjustments. Hopefully you can see. And then this will line up like that, and the other side. Like that. So now we need some screws. Just carefully put that down. We're going to need 2 SP screws, so let's just remove them from our bag. So this is going in plastic, so no oil needed. So let's line it up. Hopefully this is lined up. And so that's one side. it is a bit fiddly. Now we need to do the opposite side. Same screw. Just line that up like that. And let's just get this in place. So that's all screwed in. Looking like that. Let's see. I'm not sure if I've done it too tight or not. Possibly. A bit tight, so that is possibly too tight. Or maybe it does supposed to go like that. With this folding like this. So maybe no, maybe it's okay. I think that's fine. So that's looking good. Be careful not to bend it, because it can get out of shape quite easily. And we have this part as well. So that's the end of this issue. So let's move on to the next one. So this is 84. And taking a look at our magazine. So is this, yep, I believe it's what we just did, just the opposite side. So don't get confused on which side we're doing. So this is 84. This is 84. Hopefully, let's just, you can see there by the numbers, it says 84. Just in case you get confused. If you do have this build still not built, or in the future they might release it again, I guess you know now. So same thing. So this should be a lot faster. So let's just get our grill again turned in the right position. So just, you can see the line. Same on the opposite side. So I think that should be fine. If not, we can tighten it up after. And again, with this, let's try and get this like it is in the magazine so we don't get confused. So like that, fits on top of each other. Now flip that over, and with this, flip it over. Put the two grooves, sorry, these two parts that we just bent goes into this position. So you can see it goes like that. And now we need to get this part that just fits over everything, just like that. And we need to get two SP screws again. Which are here. So let's just get both of them now screwed in place. Line it up. A little bit fiddly. Once you get one in, then the other one's a lot easier. Well, line that up as best as possible. Just like that. Let's get it in. So that's screwed in place. So let's just see. And where was the, I think this should move as well. This moves. Where are we? I think it's slightly tight. Let's loosen that. That's way too tight. Should be a lot easier now to manipulate. So that moves. Okay. And yep, that's a lot easier now. That moves fine. So that's the end of this issue. So let's move on to the next one. This is issue 85. So let's take a look. Okay. Interesting. Ah, so you're attaching them now. Like some kind of wings. It's also quite handy to look at this part. It does help sometimes. That's excellent. Okay, so let's get on with that one. So let's open up our pack. Just grab my scissors. So we have two sets of different kinds of screws on this one. We have TP and I think it looks like IP. I always find it quite difficult to open up these packs. Sometimes they fly everywhere. Okay, no, we're okay. So, two of these, the left and right, and two of these grills. So, let's get these fitted. Okay, I'm bringing the parts back so we can identify what we need to do. And this is the right side, and this would be the left side. So we need the right side, and you can see these two grills, and with the lines, the opposite side doesn't have them, so you can see like that. So let's get this swapped around so we don't get confused. So we're gonna need, with this angle, this one. So this will be now for the left side, and with the lines, just turn this up, and the other one this side. So let's just try to bend that slightly more with our fingers. And this will be fitted now. So you can see like this. So just turn that around. Fit this along just like that. Now we need this one that we previously made. You can see it's the right one. So we're working on the right side, and this will be going into that location. You can see it fits in. We're gonna need some screws. We need one TP screw. Just one of them will be in use. So let's try and get this screwed in place. So like this. And from this side, we need TP screw. So let's try. So that's now screwed in place. Let's see if that's too tight. I'm not sure. Okay, that folds like that. Let's see. That's way too tight. Let's just loosen this until it just about moves. Let's see. Which it does now. That's fine. I guess we can adjust this on when it's fitted. So that's one side done. Now we need to get the other side like we did the previous one. So again, just bend this up. And same on this side. Get this now on the left side, flip it over. Just like that. So it's like this. So that's the left side. Make sure if you want. It's just showing just in there. There's a L just there. And we get this lined up like so. And we need a TP screw again. That's a TP screw. And let's get that in place. So that's screwed in place. Let's see, hopefully it's not too tight again. And I think that's okay. We can loosen it slightly, but let's leave that for now. So those two parts are done. So this is our back piece that we was working on a previous issue. These are the parts we just made up. So you can hopefully see in this angle. So it's not like that, it's like this. Hopefully you can recognize the way it's made up. So I'm just trying to illustrate it opening up so you could just about understand which way it is. And with this location, you need to get this just like that. I'll try to get this a bit closer maybe. And just here you can see that follows the pattern like that, and then there's a screw just there, and we need a IP screw. So there's two of these we need. So let's get one of these fitted first, and then we do the opposite. So just there. So that's one side, and it's looking great. Now we have the opposite side, same again. Let's line that up. Let's get our screw first ready. So line this up. And get a screw on the opposite side. So that's it. That's the end of this issue. So that opens up all like that. So it's looking amazing, really. So you can imagine that opens up. So just like that. So that's great. Wow, I like that. So get this back in. Get this folded back up. So let's move on to the next and last issue. This is issue 86, and I love the cover. That's really good. So, okay, so we're putting the two pieces together, screwed it in place, a few parts on there, some parts will be left over, so that's pretty good. So let's get on with that. These are the parts. Let's just open it up. So these are the screws. And I'm just going to leave this in for now because we don't need it just yet. So I don't see any other screws. We just have these IM. So let's get on to that. Okay, we have our two parts back. And it's looking pretty amazing. So let's just lift this up for now. I think It's saying to get some kind of cotton bud or something to get through this hole to guide this, and we piece these two together, which I think is going to be quite difficult. I'm not sure if Wayne did something like this, because I think I remember something, but I think I'm going to remove this part, which makes it, I think, slightly easier to guide it through. So let's try that first. If that's not any success in that, then we will try their way, which I don't think that's a good idea anyways, their way. This is pretty simple. 2 screws, remove. Then we gain some more access to that. So I think that's a better idea than what they're suggesting. So you can see there's quite a wide gap there now. So let's just get our screw into this part so we don't lose it. And put it to the side. Now it's telling us to carefully piece these two together. So let's just make sure everything's fine inside, which I believe it is. And let's try this. There we go. So that's screwed in place. Oh, sorry. That's now in place. So we need to screw it in now. So these are the IM screws. I believe we need 4 of these. At the moment I could see only 2 locations. But let's have a look. I haven't forgotten to screw this back in. Let's just get these 2. Okay, there we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's just get this one first. Before we get the 2 tops on, let's try get that back on. I hope that fits. So let's try. Yeah, that should be fine. Let's just get this screwed on. Okay, so that's now in place. So let's just get our other screws. So one here and the other one on the opposite side. So that's now all screwed in place. We're gonna need our parts back, so let me get that back here. So these are the parts. They are plastic. And these. And that. This we need to save for a next issue. So I'm going to just protect that. Just like that. And let's get now this in place. So let's just figure this out. This is the right side, so I believe the right side goes this way. So carefully line up the pins, because you don't want to bend or break the pins off. Slowly. So it's a little bit tricky. There we go. I suggest putting the bottom one first. And next is the opposite side. So line up the bottom. And then the top just follows through. So now we need to figure out what side goes what. That's the left. This is the right. So I believe, let's just get this right. There's 2 pins here and 2 pins there. Let's see if this is correct. Yeah, it should be like that. So let's push that up and get this one, maybe the bottom one first, probably first. Yeah, it's easier if you put the bottom one first and then the top one just falls through. And oops, opposite side. So line up the bottom and then the top just slides on. And that's it. So that's the end of our issue. This is what's left over. And I have to say, that's quite impressive. Wow. So we can open this up a bit more. Spread our wings. So there we go. That's looking really good. Really enjoyed that pack. Let's try to open up this one a bit more. And that's it. So I really hope you enjoyed that. I did. And if you could do us a big favor, if you could hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up, that would be helping us a lot. Look forward to seeing you all next time, and goodbye for now.